Alright guys, how you doing? It's Rabea, hope you're all well. So I'm back from the Far East on my travels with Rob, and whilst I was away, got loads of pedals sent to my house for review. And I couldn't be more excited to get stuck in and show you guys some of the new pedals that are on the market at the moment. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the Revv G Series G3 pedal. Hopefully you guys know who Revv are. They're an awesome amp company based in Canada, and I've known those guys for quite a few years, met them at NAMM show a while back. Super nice guys. I actually own the Revv Generator 120 Mark II. It's a great amplifier, and I couldn't be more excited to hear their first incarnation of pedal as they're now going into the pedal market. So what can I say? Well, firstly, it's a beautiful looking pedal. It's this like metallic purple, and it's pretty straightforward layout. We've got bass, middle and treble along the top. You've got volume and gain, and then you've got a three-way toggle switch in the middle, which is aggression, which if some of you have tried the generator amplifiers, you'll know that there is an aggression switch, which essentially gives you like a boost and a gain boost. And there are two different modes, there's blue and red. So on this toggle switch, it simulates blue and red aggression. So it's kind of got three gain stages to it. This pedal is built in Canada, hand-built in Canada, so you know it's good quality. It's built by the same guys that build the amplifiers, so I'm excited to hear what it sounds like. For this demo, I'm going to be using a combination of amps. To my left, I've got the Revv Generator 120 Mark II, and to the right, I've got my trusty Victory VX Kraken. The generator is on a clean channel, so we can hear the pedal going straight into the front of a clean amp. And then the Kraken is on a very mild crunch on gain 1, so we can hear how the G3 would blend with more of a crunch setting, and I can switch it all on the ground. So the Kraken is running into the 2 Notes Torpedo Studio, and the generator is running into the Universal aux box, all captured with my Universal Audio Apollo 8P interface. So let's check it out. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Chapman ML3 Beer Prototype 1. The reason is it's got a medium output pickup in it, and it's tuned to E flat, so it's kind of normal, but I'm going to be using a down-tuned guitar as well for context. So the reverb you're going to hear from the generator is coming from the Universal Audio aux box, and from the Kraken is the Walrus Audio Fathom. Anyway, this is the sound of the generator on a clean. And here is the Kraken. Cool, so let's go back to the clean and let's check out the G3 on everything at 12 o'clock, aggression switch off. So immediately, it feels really good. Like my first impression is that it feels really good. I think it sounds great as well. It's definitely got like a high gain, sort of shreddy feel to it. Like straight away, it's very articulate. It's very good for lead. And that's nice. It's articulate, feels good. There's a nice amount of saturation there. I mean, it's a high gain distortion pedal, I should say. Even at 12 o'clock, you can hear there's tons of gain. So that's cool. If I move over to the Kraken, so you can hear it without. And then we add a bit of the G3. So, first impressions, I really like the feel of it. That's the first thing I'm going to say. I think the way it reacts with both amplifiers is interesting. Like for a start, when you go into the clean, it's a little more saggy in a good way. It's kind of it's gainy and it feels nice. There's a nice amount of compression there. When it goes in front of the Kraken, it tightens up the Kraken quite a lot. It obviously gives you loads more gain, but it tightens it up. So again, this is the Kraken without. And then with. And it has a really nice feeling, sort of harmonic. You know, if you're going to do a pinch harmonic, it's a nice tone to it. So, yeah, really enjoying it. I hope you guys like the way it sounds. Alright, so we've heard the pedal straight in, everything at 12 o'clock. So what I want to do next is mess around with the aggression switch so we can hear how it sounds on both blue and red mode. So, going to go into the clean side. And here is the G3. So that's the blue aggression switch. What I hear immediately is a little bit more mid-range and more gain. It suddenly becomes a bit throatier. It's a little bit gruntier, which I like. So what I'm going to do now is try the red. The red mode is not as grunty, but it's definitely the most saturated that it sounds. It's more compression. It's definitely easier to do the shreddy thing, but it feels great. Whatever setting I've had it on so far just feels really good. So my first impressions are, Revv, you've done a great job here. What I want to do now is take the aggression switch off and roll off the gain, see what it's like with lower gain settings. Although it sounds good, I wouldn't necessarily say this pedal's aimed at low gain players. It's definitely still quite gainy, even with the gain nearly rolled off. So that's no bad thing, because it's not aimed at that kind of market. Why would you want to do that when it's got so much tasty gain on it? Anyway, let's push the gain back in. What I'm going to try now is mess around with the EQ. As you know, I like to see if I can find any unusable sounds with the EQ. So let's have a listen. It's a powerful EQ, very powerful. I think it could be an active EQ because it's definitely really responsive, and to that end you can achieve sounds that you probably wouldn't want to use. For example, when you scoop the mids and push the treble, it's really intense. The good thing about it though is it sounds pretty decent with everything at 12. As you can see, I've just slightly tweaked it. I've pulled out a bit of low end, pushed a bit of mid and treble. That's dependent on the amp as well. To be fair, when a pedal or an amplifier sound good with everything at 12 o'clock, it's normally where you want to leave it, and it means you've got loads of headroom either side of that for recording purposes, for live purposes. So I'm not disappointed by the way that EQ sounds. So what I'm going to try now is just mess around on the Kraken side, and let's listen to the aggression switch. So Kraken without, and G3 in. So it's still throatier, but because there's already a bit of gain from the amp itself, it's just tons, and it's in a nice way. So again, back to the feel thing, feels really good. So let's try going from nothing to red mode. I love the way that it sounds just around 12 o'clock, you know, with both the volume and the gain and the EQ. Even when you're pushing the aggression switch in, it just adds a nice quality to it. And it's not, yeah, it's a gainy pedal. It's meant to be high gain, but it's a great feeling high gain. So, you know, really can't complain with the way it sounds. I hope it sounds good to you guys on the other end of the screen. What I want to try now is down tune, see if we can get some filth out of this bad boy. Cool, so I've got my baritone, and let's just hear, this is Kraken straight in. And yeah, let's check it out. G3 aggression switch is off. the way this feels with the baritone. It's handling the low end, the clarity and the chords that I need. Sounds fat. And so I've boosted the middle and the treble, and I've pushed the blue aggression switch in. Fair play, Revv, you've done it with this pedal. If you want high gain, crushing, thick, awesome sounding overdrive distortion pedal, I think it's a distortion pedal, it sounds absolutely killer. Like, I haven't really done anything, it's just going into the Kraken. This is the Kraken. And then with it. Killer. Let's just try it on the generator side. Oh, it's quite a high output. For me, it's a high gain pedal. It's great for lead, great for rhythm. It definitely works. The lower you go, I'm in drop A and it sounds, I was about to swear then, it sounds really good. So all I want to say is, if you want a pedal that really brutalizes a clean tone, or even through into a crunch when you're down tuned and you want thick, saturated, punchy, clarified, awesome gain and power, this pedal is killer. So the G3 is currently $229. It's currently not available in the UK. You can order it from Revv. If you're in the US, of course, you can get hold of this. That will change very soon. I am actually talking to one of the guys at Revv about that, and he said, yeah, it's going to be available soon, as soon as possible. So keep your eyes and ears open. But if you really want it now, you can order it from them directly. But yeah, absolutely great. What more can I say? If you like this video, please let me know what you think in the comments section below. Please like, subscribe and share. And if you want any more information on this product, then I'll put a link in the description box below. Until next time, I will see you all very soon.